British Steel Camargue, read out the...
The making of steel. British steel for a British car. But first, to make the ingot a sheet. And now this sheet of steel from Port Talbot in Wales is destined to become part of one of the world's best motor cars. And like every component, every piece of trim, it has to be the best. Here in North London and at Crewe, craftsmen fashion the shape of the car to come. Already body shells such as this have been through every test to meet current international safety standards. They exceeded them all. Now every future body must match that exacting standard of perfection and strength. Slowly, the steel body shell is built up at the Mulliner Park Ward factory. Nothing is hurried. Hands of craftsmen know their own pace. These are hand-built and made to last. Where there's any chance of corrosion, zinc-coated, heavy-gauge steel is used. Looking to the future, the wheel arches have been designed big enough to cope with anticipated developments in tyre technology. The thing begins to take shape. Each one of these cars will take about 24 weeks to build. The production rate begins at 1 a week. By 1976, they will be turning out 2 a week. Very exclusive and very sought after. There is one man in this organization whose sole job it is to go round the world selecting the walnut wood for this veneer, and then to make sure of the perfection of the matching. That is how it has always been. That is the tradition. The customer will notice the change of fascia, but other things never change. Luxurious cars must feel as well as look luxurious. Pleated Nuella hide is chosen for the trim. Now we are near the end of the weeks of building. Soon the critical eyes of the press and the dealers will see for the very first time this new car. But that's to be a 2,000-mile drive away. Altogether, 11 cars are making their way towards the Island of the Sun, as it's called by the travel brochures. But the first stop is Southampton, en route to the continent. This, the second of 2 convoys ready for loading. At night, there are few to see the beginning of a rare event, for this is what this is, the launch of a new Rolls-Royce. The island of Sicily is dominated by the burning mountain of Etna. It's here, after an early morning flight, that the first of the world's press come to test the new Rolls, and with them comes the Rolls-Royce staff, David Plastow, Group Managing Director, Rolls-Royce Motors. Journalists and reporters at long last are having their first glance at this new car. At my first glance, I liked its looks. The probing and testing is about to begin by the experts. There are route maps to show you where to go and what to avoid. The island of Sicily has been invaded many times by Goths and Byzantines, Normans and Bourbons, but it's never seen an invasion such as this, the invasion of the new Rolls-Royce Camargue. In every car are 3 men who now apply their own sharply critical faculties. And in judging a Rolls-Royce, there is no doubt that we all apply one standard, the very highest. Is it still the best car in the world? Some wondered if the roads of Sicily were the best for testing the Camargue. The tracks through the citrus groves are harsh and jagged. There are few flat, straight roads. Mostly they twist and wind, an exacting test ground. The Camargue is built for the Rolls-Royce owner who wants to drive himself, but it has plenty of room in the back. It's by no stretch of imagination a 2+2. It's a full four-seater. Styled by the Italian designer Pininfarina, it's perhaps appropriate that these unchanging Sicilian streets should be the first to see the Camargue. There was no doubt that whenever and wherever we stopped, there was soon a knot of people wanting to take a look, and not only at the outside. Under the bonnet, a well-proven mechanical unit, a 6,750cc aluminium alloy V8 engine, which, with its lower compression ratio, can operate well on reduced lead content fuels. If you can persuade someone to try, they'll find that the big doors give plenty of room for front and rear seat passengers to get in. And the fully adjustable seat positions are as comfortable as your own armchair. One day, who knows, maybe he'll own one. Nearly every one of the motoring correspondents remarked upon the use of space with the Camargue. Not only inside, but also when it came to luggage room. It could carry anything, or nearly. But now to test the handling. Automatic transmission, 3 forward gears and a reverse. Disc brakes all round, fully independent suspension to all wheels. The Rolls-Royce Camargue. At its front, the new stainless steel bumpers with rubber inserts, the changed but unmistakable shining steel radiator. The Camargue takes on the roads of Sicily. Been tested in all weathers, in all climates, but no matter what the temperature outside, inside a major technical innovation. Fully automatic air conditioning with completely independent temperature control at upper and lower levels. It all started in October 1969 when Pininfarina was commissioned to design a 2-door saloon to take its place in the Rolls-Royce range of cars. It has ended here in Sicily. The world's press had few criticisms to make. Slight wind noise at speed, now corrected. Lettering too small on the dash. But the final verdict is not ours on television, radio or in the press. It's with the customer. What has come together in the building of this car has been born of tradition, specialist skills and special materials to make a special car. Now the successful Sicilian preview is over, and this unashamedly luxurious and exclusive car waits its first customer. Or rather, its first customer waits for it, the Rolls-Royce Camargue.